Executive functioning can play a large factor when it comes to student behavior and how we can kind of manage those different emotions and the thoughts, helping students pay attention. And so we need to give them different strategies and tools in order to kind of develop some of these skills. Also, a lot of these executive functioning parts go with the SEL standards. And so it's kind of intertwined together. And really, we need to help students develop some of these skills. So if you click these links, it's going to take you to those different slides with an overview about what this is or what that term kind of means, strategies, and then different resources. And sometimes there's hyperlinks to additional resources as well. Also, on this document, there's a pre-assessment down here, and it walks through how to set up this Google form that Louise created, and you're able to walk through. There's a video right here, and again, this walks through how to set up the autocrat. It walks through how to get this pre-test kind of set up, so students would take this test, and it would tell you which area they are lacking in when it comes to executive functioning. Based on that, you can use these different strategies and resources to help them learn how to maybe cope or maybe even use some of those strategies to help. Right here is linked to the SEL standards if you want to see those different SEL standards listed out. The first activity that is really helpful is just kind of thinking about one student. So think about that one student and you'll pick a descriptor for that one student. So for me, I had a student and they were very unmotivated. So that's the word I'm going to pick. Okay, now that I've picked that one word, I want you to pause the video until you do. You're going to click this link in the YouTube or the speaker notes area. And once you have that one word about that student, it's going to show you where that executive functioning skills we need to support them. And so I know we use some of these maybe more negative terms about students, and we need to start thinking about that behavior. We need to start changing the way that we think about this student so that we can really start to help this student and really see what's going on and why that support is needed. We need to get to know the child and not the behavior. So, again, these are some of the behaviors we might see, but because that student was unmotivated, they might have need help with time management. They could have used my support with planning or figuring out like what is the priority. So, again, knowing that part of that student allows me to better support and help them. Or if I just view them as unmotivated, I might not be able to support them because I'm viewing them in a different manner. Okay, so again, I would then go to that area and I could learn different skills on how to help this student. I might want to suggest that they use a timer. Might want them to use some estimation to guess how much time this is going to take. I might want to develop a goal with them, help them with a routine, help them create a timeline for what they need to do. So, again, rather than just viewing them as unmotivated, I'm able to now put strategies in that hand because I now realize that they might be dealing with time management or they might be having a hard time with prioritizing tasks. And so I need to help them with creating like a to do list or something like that. Okay, so again, changing the way we think about behavior can really help us solve some of these problems and help our students. On this last page, these are like resources that can help all students. There are some like keyboard shortcuts, digital ideas that you can use to kind of help your students as well. So, just kind of adding some resources here that can help your students with executive functioning or some of your SOPs like spelling. Like I had a ton of students that would ask me to spell them something. So I taught them how to use Google so they didn't keep asking me how to spell different things. Okay, so again, use this resource, give that pretest, think about that one student, and think about how you can start to shift your thoughts about that student into how you can kind of help them.